making sure my boys are alright. You know what I'm saying?
We're always alright when you're in the room, Damon.
Thanks, man.
Gay. Well, I feel pretty gay after what we just did. Hello and welcome to Co-op Cafe, Episode 7. I'm Brandon Kahn, and with me today is Raymond Taylor.
Hey.
Damon Jones.
Hey.
This is your Game Enthusiast podcast for the week of January 11th, 2015. And we just got off of painting some miniatures with nail polish, and I'm feeling a little lightheaded because it was a little weird.
Here they are right here.
If you're listening to this, you can find the videos and pictures on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/co_op cafe. That's also our Instagram, as well as all of our other social media crap.
And then our Facebook is...
Yeah, facebook.com/co.
Cafe Op.
Yeah. Apparently, we're just going to start this podcast off by a bunch of plugs. So, plug. There's one thing I would like to plug, though.
Oh,
and
what's
that? I'm stressed out. Sorry.
Why are you stressed out?
Because I don't know. What's your takeaways on this?
It was super hard.
It was hard, but it was fun. I felt it was like really relaxing. I had fun. You know, we got to joke on each other and bag on like what we were doing. So I had a fun time doing this. Some of the colors, you know, didn't blend as well as I thought it would, but you know, I used what I had. So
It's definitely a lot harder than it looks. People, you know, I give props to people who paint miniatures because my god.
Yeah, we looked at some online, some Instagram posts of people who did Warhammer figures. And they looked amazing.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty awesome.
And you know, it wasn't just like one or three. It was like an army.
An army, yeah. And
it was
all
an
unified and like beautiful.
It's ridiculous. Like, how do you have that much time and like that precision to actually paint the cracks and crevices of the character?
To be fair, we didn't have anywhere near the like brushes.
Oh
we
no!
Using nail polish.
We had some thin brushes, but even those, like, they didn't like catch enough of the paint to get actually into the crevice.
My favorite part was when you kept laughing. You were like, ha ha ha, and bumping the table. Ray's figure was flying. I was dropping my figure. It was all over the place.
They were cheating, man. They were like, oh, you know, boom, right there. They bumped the table and then just makes everything fall down.
So what happens what happens to the losers?
Ooh, so there's only one winner. And the two losers actually have to wear like a sign on them stating that like, hey, I lost a bet. And
I wouldn't say a sign.
I thought we were doing a sign.
No, I thought we just had to walk up to people and get
we'll
your
have a little basket, like a little basket in
of all
these colorful colors. If you can't see, if you look at our YouTube, we're pointing at our...
There's so many here.
Yeah. And so we go up to like random people at the mall being recorded, and we'll have actually random people paint our nails for us, any color that they choose, so, or any way that they like.
And then what was it? The first person to have 5 nails painted is the winner of the losers.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous, man.
But you can only have one person paint one nail, so you can't have one random person paint all 5 of your nails.
Cool. I like it. We got all these rules about it and shit.
Brandon's afraid that he's gonna lose there, so.
I think that he's like legitly scared of losing.
Yeah,
Brandon doesn't have that people personality.
Yeah, he doesn't like.
He's not gonna walk up to somebody and be like, "Hey,
paint my nails,
bitch."
He's gonna be like,
where me and you would own it. I'd be like,
Hey,
hey, look here, baby. You know what I'm saying? I like the way you did your nails. You pretty. You know what I'm saying? Good with the polish.
My nails?
Hit me one time. Boom.
Hit me one time.
Boom, boom.
You're saying that I can't.
See, you only can do one though.
I'm gonna hit a group of girls up. Like, hey, girls, this situation. I lost a bet. Boom. Add some polka dot sparkles. I got some glitter sparkles.
Do you, boo boo? Do you? Just get my nails, please.
I just don't want to bother some random person. But either way, I think it's gonna be hilarious. So over this last week, 2 weeks, we've been running a contest for a giveaway of Xbox One digital copy of Call of Duty Advanced Warfighter, or Warfare, sorry. This isn't Ghost Recon. And our friend Overt Flow on YouTube has been pimping us out, and quite a few people have reviewed us, so I'm going to go through and just give a shout out to some of these people.
Shout out!
Shout out of the week!
We need a break.
So John the Destroyer of Worlds says, you guys are really funny. Overfoot sent me. I love it. We have Summer Chillin'. The audio is kind of off, which we're working on. We're trying different things. But I listened to it because of a request from my brother. You guys are super funny. Definitely helped me decide whether or not to buy Zombicide. We really appreciate that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And then Angel Gonzilla 32 says, I actually watched it. It's a good podcast, by the way. We have Believe News Group, and then we also have Drum Master 32, and we have Sunsea Senai and O Lamers, as well as Vic from the Tube. So we had quite a few people review us, and a lot of those were sent from Overflow, so definitely we really appreciate that. Thank you so much. The iTunes reviews help us out, so we can get rated on iTunes, and we can keep having people and putting our voice in your ear holes.
Definitely, and we enjoy the feedback. So this is really cool because like we said, that's how we get better, just basically by getting some feedback here.
So we'll announce the winner at the end of the podcast. Recently this week, we decided to every couple weeks play D&D. So we started a completely new campaign and made some new characters. We had 3 people at the party, and we posted it on Twitch.
Yeah, we did Twitch, which, what's crazy is we posted on Twitch, I think, we started at 12 a.m. to 3. And I think
it was more than 11.
Like 11 to 3?
Yeah, we played for 4 hours.
Oh, yeah, okay. So we did it till 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. in the morning. And it was crazy because I did not expect to get as many turnouts on the Twitch channel as we did, being so late for Dungeons and Dragons. But, we had the highest point of turnout was, 18 guys? That's phenomenal.
I mean, for just starting, that's super good.
Right?
We can't tell you how much we appreciate it.
Yeah, and it was a good game. We had a party of 3. Unfortunately, there was no warriors, no healers. So you could bet it was pretty hard. I mean, you had one elf. You want to explain your character while you? I'll explain mine first then.
I got it. So the way that our DM set it up, Brandon was our DM. He had us roll. He had us roll at the beginning of our campaign to pretty much assign ranking, and I won the roll, so I had the highest.
Lieutenant.
So it turned out I was the head of the squad. My character was a wood elf ranger. Also, the nature was.
Your nature was
You're chaotic neutral.
Yeah, chaotic neutral.
And you had an Outlander background.
Yeah, an Outlander background, which was awesome for me. I loved it so much. His name was Riku, and I really enjoyed being the commander. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, you played it well.
I think you manned up to the role pretty well. Telling Garrett, you were like, hey man, you can't be doing that.
So Garrett was a half elf / half human.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was almost the exact same thing. We were making our characters. Garrett's like, I'm gonna be a elf ranger, and I'm like, I'm an elf ranger
that lives in the woods. As you're the wood elf, you're elf that lives in the woods. It was just funny because he just came in so happy and you killed it instantaneously.
So he was a high elf, I believe, ranger or half.
He was half elf.
Yeah, he was half elf.
And
rogue.
Yeah, rogue. And it was just funny because I picked on him the whole campaign because anytime anything would happen, I'd be like, fucking half-breed.
He was just...
to be fair, he was botching all his rolls.
Yeah, dude, rolling ones, twos. It was... the listeners have to understand, on a Twitch channel, when he would... we got to a part where we were trapped, and, when we just needed his character to hit these rolls, he would roll 1, 2, 1, 2, and you would just see the chat in the Twitch line just, not again. It was just blowing up. Because they were so surprised that he was just rolling left and right these bad rolls. He was not hitting anything over 10.
No,
it was
not at all.
Ridiculous.
And it was like, Garrett, we need you. Boom, rolls a 1. And then you just see him, he's like, and then Garrett, we need you. Boom, rolls a 2. We gonna just want to work your way out. Can we just get 20 pre-rolls, DM?
When the Twitch channel, when we first started the Twitch stream, Garrett comes on and he's like, yeah, I'm a half elf, and Riku over there is an elf, and they were like, who the fuck copied who?
Yeah, it was I Love Dragons, right? I Love Dragons 99. Shout out to him if he's listening, or her.
And then your character was...
My character, her name was Ahari, and she's a human. Girl, what? No, just bring a little twist to the party. So Ahari, she's a human sorceress.
Very curvy too.
Why don't you show them your girl voice?
Yeah, let's see that. Let's hear that girl voice.
Hey guys, how you doing? Like,
Or Michael Jackson or
right?
anything.
Come over here and play with me.
Why do you only have one glove on?
Uncle Ray Ray's got a game.
No, but my character was a human sorceress. She's a mage. What was my?
I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, right. No.
Oh,
What was my?
it was a magey sorceress.
It was a sage. My background was sage. Like was a wizard apprentice.
It was your character.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to go over it. I'm
something.
charisma based and constitution based.
Yeah.
And I was basically second command. I wasn't getting dogged by Ray's character. There was a couple times where like I got out of line because my ideas I thought were better than the lieutenants, but the lieutenant's like, no, we're gonna do this, and my character's like, all right, sorry, commander, sorry, lieutenant, I didn't mean to overstep my boundaries. But I know the party still worked well with without having a warrior.
Yeah,
it
no one
worked
died.
well.
No one died, but I mean,
We got close to death. We all got knocked out for a little bit. There was a giant that killed.
You
but
didn't take a club to the face.
Yeah, so we'll go over each step by step thoroughly with this campaign. So, Brandon, as you know, Brandon was our DM.
Our
so
DM.
claps to him. Good job.
Did such a great
Yeah,
job.
he did a really good job. He kept There's a couple times where our party got off track. We brought it back in, but. What do you mean? Explain. How did it feel to DM a little bit here?
It was a little stressful. I had like beats of a story written out that I wanted to kind of follow, just because the whole idea I think is to tell us a coherent story, but also have like the players. It's the players' game, right? I want you guys to be able to kind of like meld and manifest it. So I only had like ideas of what could happen written down, and so it was a little harder to like think on the fly. But as the game progresses and we get better at the mechanics, and I'm less worried about, oh, what does this role have to do? How do I have to do that role? Then I think the storytelling will come.
Yeah,
better.
you did a really good job, and what also made it better.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, what also made it better was you had the chat actually helping you out, like telling you what dice need to be rolled and what hit points to do.
Yeah, the chat was so cool. I did not expect the response we got from Twitch, and it was mind blowing.
Do you also want to explain that how you had you kind of mentioned you had a role for leadership and stuff like that, but do you want to go into like the other two bases that you have since you didn't get to go that route with like if we rolled a 4, if we rolled a 3 and stuff like that?
So the world we set up, we're not really using the D&D world. We're just kind of playing with the system. It's more of a generic fantasy world that we're trying to create.
But it works.
So there's three major kingdoms, and you guys are part of one of the kingdoms, and it's been like raided and destroyed by everybody from raiders to
and raped and pillaged.
raped, pillaged, murdered, just completely
The
destroyed.
important one.
Everything's in shambles. So there's only really 3 groups of able-bodied people. There's military people who are drafted into the military, and then there's adventurers who are like buying together to try to do what adventurers do, and then mercenaries who are hired for whatever cause, good or evil. So what I had everybody do is roll the highest number. There was going to be the leader, and then I had them roll a d4, and I had it written down based on what they rolled, which part of that faction they would be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought
it was interesting.
Yeah, that concept was pretty cool because you also had a part where, let's say Raymond rolled, a 3, he'd become a solo player and then meet up with me.
Yeah, I told you guys, if he had rolled the 4 on that roll, since there was only 3 factions, then he would have had the chance to give up the leadership role to one of you and then come into the story later on.
And what's cool is that you had so many different outcomes, which is cool. Like, you got to.
Was it cool?
Yeah, it was really cool. But I thought it was great because like I kind of wish you did hit it just to see how it would have played out. But I think our party how it started played out really well. We all started with horses. We're in this desert town. The citizens that were of this town, they were kind of afraid of your high ranking.
Mm-hmm.
But he gave you the map and you demanded that he take some of the rations because you didn't want to be. You wanted to be a fair leader, which was pretty cool. Which you kind of showed how your character was going to be right then and there. And what's cool is we walk through the desert. We're trying to hit this southern cavern.
It's cool.
Huh?
It's cool.
Is it cool?
It's like ice cold.
Like how? You mean cold?
No, we're
Have you guys ever been to the below 40 degrees bar?
Yeah.
Not before they closed down. I wasn't.
They closed
21
down?
Yet. It was on the strip. It's open.
Yeah, I've been there, but I didn't know they closed
There's
down.
also one in the Mandalay Bay.
I don't know.
That was the one
Where's the House of Blues?
I don't know.
I
It's
don't
in
know.
Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, I think
Let's
it
go
was
there.
Yeah, we should.
It was
sometime.
and the cup is actually a thing of ice.
ice,
Yeah,
and
it's
you
cool.
take it-
But the drinks are overpriced as fuck.
Yeah, but you pay
You
like
pay for the cup.
$40. You get in. You get like the shark.
They
box
give you
and ticket.
the coat and everything,
Yeah.
but bringing it all back.
It was that cool.
It was cool.
Yeah, I'm never
And great.
I'm never saying cool or great again. No, but we followed and then we hit a track. We hit this this passage where we saw footsteps and Ray's character being the ranger with high perception. We were able to follow it. And then we saw a base. And
Yeah.
we try to play it really careful with this base.
Well, we played it careful because the last time we played D&D, like
Brandon
was
got us.
throwing us
So
hard.
you
yeah.
guys were trying to game the system. though.
We were trying to see if they were friendly or evil.
But Brandon was trying to it's crazy because he'd be like, okay, so you want to do this, roll for this or roll for that, and it's like bam 20, bam 18, bam.
We were knocking out the
not
rolls.
Get a bad roll.
Yeah, except Garrett
to
when we
kill us.
needed him.
Yeah, except Garrett when we needed him.
He got Joe's rolls
and
for a
then
little
you
bit.
finally see Brandon like,
busted
okay,
those guys.
no fucking choice. You guys got you got what's his name's coming at you right now.
We're throwing 3 wink kobolds with you. They're mutated, plus they're going this way and that way. So wherever you go, you're gonna run into one of these bad boys.
Not only that,
And
there's
the
gonna be
dust storm.
There's gonna be 2 more with fucking with the David and Goliath like the rock
The
thrower
slings,
thing.
yeah, the
slings.
It was crazy because Brandon made sure that he was like, all right, if you're not gonna come to the party, I'm gonna bring the party to you. And it's just
It was getting kind of boring. You
Like,
guys were
you made the-
pussyfooting around.
we're trying to play it safe because and then you made the dust storm come up.
Is this supposed to be real life? Is this supposed to be our adventure? I'm not gonna be like,
Right.
what's up, motherfucker?
Oh, yeah. 3 rocks hit you in the
So,
temple and you're already knocked out.
Something that was bothering me a little bit about the campaign is you guys are role playing fairly well, but your character's chaotic, and I didn't feel a chaotic nature coming out of your character. So I don't know. I don't know if that's something that matters or not, but it's really up to you. It's
Our
really
chaotic. I'm chaotic neutral though.
Yeah.
I try to keep with my character was lawful neutral.
The problem is you're also the leader,
Some
so
things
I think you could have been considered chaotic,
Like grabbing her boobs when she fell.
like grabbing her or
or
yelling at Garrett.
telling Garrett to no silence. That was the best one because that's something that's a chaotic
Yeah.
motion.
It was funny too
because he stopped.
No,
he
he was
stopped.
he was like
was